So, I'm sure you've all seen Werp's little video on this, where he ranks enemies in lethal company by danger level. Well, armed with 3+ knowledge on the game, I thought I might do the same, but from a noob's, me, perspective. Little discretion if you haven't seen my previous video, I am in fact aware and know all the monsters. But, I haven't managed to run into many of them myself, and would like to see how this tier list shifts the more I continue playing the game. But anyway, let's jump right in. So this is the tier list. Wait a minute, that's better. Alright, so if you're unfamiliar with tier lists, I'll give you the rundown. Level very good and hard is extremely self-explanatory. It's power that rivals that of me and my insane mechanics in game. Since I'm him, monsters that can go toe-to-toe with me can be a bit spooky at sometimes. Level very good is monsters that I think are very good but not too hard to escape. Level mid is you can escape but they can also kill you, it's 50-50. And level trash is for monsters in which I think are terrible and wouldn't be able to kill me. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the Baboon Hawk, which I reckon goes in level very good. I've never personally gone against one of these creatures, but he looks like his max overhead press is a bus, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and put him here. Next is the Bracken, and personally, I think these guys are overrated. Like, sure, it's a completely dark monster that lurks in the shadows and destroys you when your back is turned, but if you just GTFO out of the place when you see one, you're chilling, I think. Bunker Spider is easily level trash. These things are incredibly easy to avoid. Just don't go to where it is or hit its webs and you're vibing. I think the only way these things could be considered for a tier up is if they move faster, or if your player character had no legs and has to use his arms to crawl. The Beehive is definitely in mid. They're not that hard to get, but you have to be fast or little circuit bees inside won't give you a good time. I think this next one is an Earth Leviathan. It's not a very flattering photo, but I think these guys would be placed in level mid as well. They're relatively easy to avoid, just walk on pipes and stuff to avoid, and if you hear it about to jump, I would probably just start praying, but other than that, they're kind of easy. Eyeless dogs would be very good and hard, and that's because I have no idea what to do when I verse them. My instinct is to run away, but I don't know, they're just faster than me, so that doesn't work, and when I stand still they kill me anyway, so I don't think there is a winning. They also one-tap you and are quite scary to look at. Forest Keeper would probably go in level mid. If they get you, you're cooked, but I think you're relatively easy to avoid and just run around them. The only reason I would say this guy isn't trash is because you can't kill him yourself. Though, Ghost Girl I would put in level trash. Just like turn your eyes off and she won't harm you. That's if you don't look at her. Her haunting you is a bit annoying, but you could definitely deal with it. I mean, that's better than being killed, right? Hoarding Bug is in mid, because all he really does is spook you. And I mean, they're really easy to fend off, and usually in game you just bully them by stealing their loot at the end, so it's like, you end up feeling bad more than scared of these guys. I'm not even going to explain this next one, but it's going in trash because this monster is trash. Alright, the Jester. Not a bad monster. One of the runs that I've never run into. I reckon this guy would be in very hard and good section, because this guy follows you around until it pops out and mauls you. So if you aren't close to an exit, you might be a little bit stuffed, so that's why he's here. Landmines are terrible. They're just making a beeping sound which can be avoided. It feels wrong even putting them in with trash monsters, but I have to do what I have to do. Manticores do nothing except exist, and same with Roaming Locusts, so both of them can be placed in level trash. And I think I would go so far to say that Mars can also be placed in trash. I mean, if you find one, don't put it on your face or get your friends to put it on their face and you're cruising. Nutcracker I'd place in very good and hard. This man has a Fortnite shotgun strapped to his side. Granted, I've seen people kill him, but I don't think they did it easily considering they looked down a barrel the whole time. And personally, I don't think I'd be able to beat this guy, so that's why he's going here. The Snare Flea would probably go in the very good section, because though I have no experience with him, if you don't have a shovel or anything, he might be a bit of a pain to get off. And I can imagine they're quite easy to walk into, considering you're not looking at the ceiling 24/7. Alright, hear me out. Spore Lizard goes in trash. He's just there for a quick scare. That rhymes. But yeah, not really much to say about his monster. Like, he only does things that scare you as opposed to hurt you, so he's in here. Now the Thumper. I don't particularly like this guy because every time I've dueled him, I haven't had a weapon, so I get mauled instantly. But I have heard and seen people killing him, so I'm torn. Though I think he deserves level very good. Yeah, I have no clue what this monster is, so he'll be going into very hard and good because I'm terrified of the unknown. And finally, the coil head. This guy would probably go in the mid category because he's literally SCP-173. All you gotta do is keep your eyes on him and he ain't that hard to escape, especially when you have a group of friends all staring him down. Anyway, those are my best guesses as to where each of the monsters go in Lethal Company. I do realize that some will be off, but we keep balling anyway. If you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm so glad everyone liked my last video, and I'm hoping to get to 20 subscribers by the end of 2024. I know, it's far-reaching, but, I hope to get there. Anyway, thank you everyone. Peace.